Hi, good morning, guys. I hope you got a chance to see the first two PowerPoints. Mondays was basically an intro. Tuesdays was the first one on the Aztecs. Let's talk a little bit about the Aztecs. What we know about them is they settled in central Mexico. I told you they settled around a lake, and we'll get back to that because that's actually very important. And At the peak of their civilization, they were about 15 million strong. They were really, really a large civilization. It wasn't until about 1519 that Spanish ships arrived from across the border in Spain, across the ocean, and a conquistador named Hernan Cortez uh, actually arrived at the civilization of the Aztecs. Normally, they would have killed anybody who arrived without prior notice, but Hernan had a beard, and one of their gods had a beard, so they thought that it might be one of their gods, so they kind of let him live. They will live to regret that. Uh, the Aztecs had way too many enemies. They were very, very brutal and violent, and when they captured people around their civilization, they made them pay tribute, which was basically foods and supplies. And one of the weirdest things was they had to give up people to for them to sacrifice based on their religion. They did do human sacrifices. Uh, the Spanish, when they showed up, had better weapons. They had a lot of warships that they could fire up on from the ocean, from the water. You saw in the first video that they built their floating gardens on the Lake Texaco. Uh, this is how they raised food for there. Eventually, once they were defeated by the Spanish, this became Mexico City, which is why Mexico City has so many earthquakes. It's actually built on a filled-in lake. The Spanish eventually did come back and conquer the Aztecs with the help of some of the native tribes around there who didn't like them. Uh, just after they defeated them, the Aztecs put up a really good fight. And after they defeated them, though, they tried to make a resurgence, and eventually they found another enemy, and it was called smallpox. And smallpox is a disease that wiped out millions of people there. Overall, 200 million people died from smallpox. So the next video you're going to see is about their government. Understand a little bit about how they decided to start there. The myth of the eagle with the snake on the cactus pear, on the prickly pear. That's in that second video. Make sure that you go and you answer the questions on the Google Doc. What that does is gives me a record of what you are doing. Also, it's an easier way to take attendance. I'm still missing a few people, but hopefully they'll all join in. So if you have any questions, I'm not going to meet with you this week because of my laptop issues. I do want to meet with you if I can. If I get it back, I'd like to meet with first and second on Friday, and maybe next week I can get back to normal, and we'll do first and second on Monday, 1 o'clock first, 2 o'clock second. Wednesday next week will be fifth block, 1 o'clock, and sixth block at 2 o'clock. And this is I would have loved to have been able to do two of them this week, but again, my computer decided that it didn't want to work for me, so I had to take it in. Miss you guys. I wish we could be doing this live. You don't realize how much I miss being in the classroom with you. This is a whole different ballgame for me. But anyway, when we talk, remember when we first come into the Google Meet, everybody mute. Let's do the lesson, and then we can spend time answering questions and just talking and seeing how everybody's doing. All right. Like I said, I'll see you and talk to you soon.